Are you surprised with the amount of work you're getting out of the number of tailbacks? You know, I know there was concerns coming in this spring about how much could Todd go and how much could Keith go, and it looks like both of them are going a lot.
Well, for probably what y'all see, you think Keith's going a lot, and that's about the time y'all are out there is the only part he's going. So it's all a trick just to let y'all think he's practicing the whole practice. You know, I think Keith could probably go more, but we're just trying to be smart with Keith. I think he's ahead of the rehab and doing well and feels good. So I'm excited for Keith and ready to get him back. Todd has done a good job of pushing through and practicing like a great player should. He's done a nice job. Actually, did a nice job today and broke a long run there at the end of practice, almost the whole length of the field. And you know, when he practices hard, that does a lot for our football team and shows leadership. And we've been trying to encourage it, and he's doing a good job of doing that. The first, well, we had eight practices, or just nine. First 9 practices. So he's got, you know, if he wants to be one of the best players in the country, we want to be one of the best teams in the country, we need him to be at his best, and we can't do that without practicing. So I'm proud of him, and he's got to keep doing it for 6 more practices.
Mike, is he more of a leader by example than words out there on the field?
For the most part, but you know, Todd does get excited and riled up, and actually heard him encouraging some guys today, which was good. But when he practices, you know, 100% and gives it all that really speaks for itself. So that's what we're trying to get out of him, and that's what he wants to try to do. He's battling a little fatigue issues a little bit early in camp, just because he didn't have an off season. He's fighting through that, but if he'll continue to work, he'll get where he wants to go, and we'll get where we want to go.
How's Theus holding up at left tackle?
Theus doing a good job. You know, early on, I would say he's had a real good camp. Had a couple off days. I think Coach Friend got back to basics a little bit today, fundamentals, and you know, we've actually done a pretty good job on the edges of blocking. We got to get a little more solid up front.
Coach Friend mentioned the other day he's concerned the way that the guards are playing right now. Any kind of improvement today from that angle?
I got to watch the film. He didn't seem too happy the whole practice, so I doubt it. But he was a little upset, but we got to find some guys inside that can play. We got to get, you know, Watts back healthy, and we can rotate some different combinations. And then you're going to have freshmen come in that are going to be given opportunities. So we'll see. It's still a competitive battle.
You kind of plugging holes at tight end? You kind of plugging holes at tight end, trying to get.
Yeah, I'd say that we're plugging big time holes at tight end right now.
Mike, with all the enthusiasm, we're hearing about the defense, how they've stepped up with challenges and Coach Pruitt's brought to them. Is that kind of challenge the offense to do the same? If you don't, because I guess you got to have it just as equal when you go against them.
You know, I think we got to, you know, basically I try to concern myself with my room and then my side of the ball and getting our guys to execute and, you know, play as hard as we can. And, you know, offense, you got to worry about what you control and what happens each play, and don't really get caught up on what's happening on the other side of the ball. If they make a good play or they make a bad play, we got to keep going out and trying to execute. And we've had our ups and downs, but way too many downs this spring, in my opinion. We got to get better. We're not executing at a standard high enough to win or beat anybody right now.
How key is it getting back to the interior of the line to have a guy with experience at the center spot that can kind of bring them along on the field?
He's got to do a good job communicating. We're going to have try different guys in there at left guard, some guys that hadn't played that position, and you know that's what myself and Coach Friend have taught him about is you got to be that guy that helps him, communicates with him, and so. But David does a nice job. He's as smart as the guys we've ever had up there with Ben Jones, and I'll take him on our team. You know, anytime we had to go side of center because he's a good one.
Is there a separation between Fatan and Bryce?
No, I mean they're battling for not. Literally, all of them are battling for playing time. I think Coach Rick said it earlier. Hudson came in as number 1, but they're all battling to be that guy and try to fit in that, get as high as they can. So I mean, you know, all 3 guys have rep with the ones. Hudson obviously the most, and Hudson has done a nice job. But I'm challenging all those guys to try to win a job, and it's not just talk either. Best guys don't play.